All right, so we are coming down to it. Now we just got to take our flywheel off. And so I just got to take some bolts loose. But like everything else, just so we'll know for sure which way it goes on, we're going to mark it. That makes the install easier. All right, so we got to loosen up these bolts. So when you try to crank the bolts, it's going to turn the motor. So what you got to do is, let me get around front here so maybe I can show you. What I did is just put a socket on the harmonic balancer and then clipped it right here with a C-clamp to keep it from rotating, and then pinch down on it with a quick clamp. And what that does is prevents the motor from rotating. We'll head back here to the back again and start taking these bolts off. And off comes flex plate. So you can see my little line and the little circle right there. All right, so next up is removing all the bolts, and away we'll go. So let's see what size they are. Yep, 13 they are. All right, so with all of our bolts out, we just grab a hold to it. We break it free from the oil pan where the old RTV was on it. And out she comes. Well, there we go. So, what I'm going to do, you can see the RTV on here. I got to get that out of there and get the gasket off. Pop a new seal in there and we'll be ready to go. All right, so the seal is right here. And there comes the seal. You can see the orientation. It's got a little thing right there. We'll take that seal off. It has oil all behind it, so it's obvious it must have been leaking. We'll clean all this up. This gasket right here would try to push up on it, and it's going to push the rear main seal up. But for me, since my oil pan's off, then I can just hold this down, get it realigned, and I won't have to use that alignment tool. But if you still had your oil pan on, you would probably want to use your alignment tool that you can either rent or buy, and put it on, get the cover put in center, and then put your gasket on. But for me, since I don't have the oil pan, nothing's going to push up, because this would want to push up on your seal there. And so it would get this out of alignment. So no big deal for me. If I did have the oil pan on it and I wasn't doing all the other stuff that I did where I took the oil pan off, I would get that alignment tool, align it up, and then put the seal in. All right, so we are ready to get our old gasket out and put our new gasket in. So I just got me a couple boards, and what I'm going to do is flip this thing over to where it's just sitting on the boards, and then I got a screwdriver and I just put a little piece of tape on it just so I don't make any little marks on my nice little aluminum cover. And so all I want to do is knock that dude out of there. So there's the old one, and as you can see, probably worn pretty good. All right, so that one's out. So what I got to do is go in here and clean this up a little bit. So we'll go get us a piece of Scotch-Brite and clean up around this sealing surface right there. Get all that back clean. Put a little Vaseline on it to help us get the seal in there. We'll put the new one back in. So let me go get some Scotch-Brite and get it cleaned up. All right, so a little piece of Scotch-Brite. We'll just use some rubbing alcohol. Just kind of break things free. put a seal in. So when you get your new seal, somewhere on there, and you'll never see it on the camera because I can barely see it with my eye, but somewhere on this thing it says this side out. So we're going to have to get some light on it. So if you look around right there where my finger is, it says this side out. So you know this side goes to the outside. And so that's the way this seal is going to go in. All right, so all we do basically is push that seal back in. So the most important thing is make sure that it says this side out when you get ready to put that seal in. And then you just push your seal back in, leave that white thing in there. And then on the back of it, it's got little fingers. And so you want to get your seal all the way to those little fingers, which it involves getting something to carefully thump the seal back in. So I just use a piece of wood. It's not that hard to put it in. It goes in very easily. And just keep flipping it over and seeing at what point you get it all the way seated. And I am all the way seated. We'll leave the white thing in there until we put it on because it's going to help us get the seal to go over the lip properly. Okay, so all we got to do on this side is get us a little alcohol. Again, we just want to clean up that seal surface where that gasket's going to go. We'll head back over to the vehicle and do the very same thing with the alcohol, clean it up, and then we'll be ready to reinstall this. And the kit comes with the new gasket here. We'll put that gasket on as well. We'll be in pretty good shape. So let's take that all over there and reinstall this. All right, so now we just got to clean up our surfaces over here. So we'll do the very same thing with some alcohol. Now we just need to do a little scrubbing on our crank just to make sure it's clean. Now we just need to wipe it off. Right. So like I say, because my oil pan is off, I'm not going to need an alignment tool, but if I have my oil pan on, I would definitely want to use an alignment tool and then put the gasket on after I mounted the housing on the back. But because my oil pan is not there, this little gasket right here is not going to push up on it and get that off center. So the gasket itself will center up on this. All I got to do is get it level right here on this edge and right there on that edge, and then I can bolt it down. So we're ready to go. So what we want to do is get a little bit of RTV sealant on it. I'm going to put RTV at the bottom where the gasket stops. So right here is where the gasket's going to end. Right here is where the gasket's going to end. Get some RTV on there. Probably don't want to put a ton. And then underneath that, right here is where my oil pan gasket seals. And get a little RTV around that corner. Right there. And that'll also help to hold the gasket on when we set it up on there. Okay, so now all we got to do is do the same here, and because, like I say, this seal, it seals along the bottom right there onto the seal of the oil pan gasket, but it wouldn't hurt anything to put a little RTV right along this bottom, especially seal up these bolt holes. And so I'm going to put a little RTV right along the bottom of it, and then when I set it in there, then it'll pinch up. So I'm going to go ahead and put some RTV all the way across, just a thin layer. All right, so I got my bolts in there. I got my gasket pinched between, more or less, little RTV. Now we just want to set it up on it. And you can see this little white thing hooks up onto that lip. So everything's kind of held together. And then you just want to start these top ones so you don't lose your gasket. There we go. All right, so there's a big gap right now because it's not in there yet, but it's held up on there. So let's get these. Put these through the gasket. The whole trick, name of the game is just to keep easing everybody down. And that white thing will pop out of there. Boing! Out came the white thing. That gets your alignment pretty close. At that point, you're over the lip of it. Probably a good idea to go ahead and put the rest of your bolts in. Okay, so we're almost there. So what I want to do is check and make sure that the surface of the block lines up flush with that right there on that corner. I'll wipe that RTV off so I can see. So you want it to be flush there, and you want it to be flush over here. So if there's any variation, you got to move it around just a little bit. So this side's just a little lower. I can catch my nail on it. So I want to push up before I get too tight. Push up on it and get these to level out, because it's going to center on this because there's no oil pan force. So when I get those guys perfectly level, see that one's pretty close. That one's tipped down just a hair. So let's push it back up just a little. There we go. So it's level. So if it'll stay there, we can tighten all these bolts up, and it's centered itself because there's no pressure from below. So we just got to snug it on down. So all we got to do is just tighten everything down, and I'll have to go look up the torque specs. But that's basically how you do it. And then once I get the torque specs for these bolts right here, I'll put these back on. And they don't require thread locker. They didn't have it on it. We got all these guys tightened back up, and we should be in good shape for our new rear main seal. So there we go. That's what it takes to do a rear main. We just reassemble everything, put the flywheel back on. We'll use thread locker on those, and then thread locker on the torque converter. I believe that's it. We're ready to reassemble. Well, alrighty. Well, thanks for watching.